salty Gulf Coast to the rolling high plains, to the piney woods in the east. All across our dear Texas, folks need good food to eat. Our farmers and ranchers are heroes. They've always made Texas great. Texas agriculture matters. It's the heart of the Lone Star State. Oh, Texas got it all, y'all.
Well, howdy, neighbors. I'm your Texas Agriculture Commissioner, Sid Miller. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Texas Agriculture Matters right here on RFD TV. While our state is often celebrated for its cattle, today we're going to talk about another cornerstone in Texas agriculture, poultry. Texas ranks 5th in the nation for both egg and broiler production. This well-established industry is supported by key organizations in our state, like the Texas Poultry Federation, the Texas Broiler Council, and the Texas Egg Council. These groups work tirelessly to defend and enhance our poultry industry, ensuring Texans have access to the highest quality meat and eggs. Now, each year, the Texas poultry industry contributes about $5 billion annually to our state's economy. It also supports over 40,000 jobs, which generates more than $1.5 billion in wages for those employees. Hey, that's pretty remarkable. Did you know the average person in the United States consumes about 100 pounds of chicken each year? From crispy fried chicken to hearty soups and stews, hey, that's a lot of chicken. The Texas poultry industry is made up of primarily broiler breeders, egg layers, egg layer breeders, mail order hatcheries, and, of course, game bird operations. Each of these segments plays a crucial role in making the industry what it is today. When it comes to poultry, we can't forget eggs. Listen, Texas produces over 6.5 billion eggs annually, which is about 500 million dozen. Whether you fry them, poach them, boil them, or bake them, eggs are delicious in every way. Not only that, but they're also very nutritious. They're packed with protein and amino acids. Now, let's join Tammy Arnder as she visits with Jerry Moody, poultry farmer who has been in this industry for over 20 years. Poultry, just another way Texas agriculture matters.
The next time you eat a chicken sandwich or gather around the Sunday dinner table for this southern delicacy, thank a poultry farmer like Jerry Moody of Mount Pleasant, Texas.
So this operation here, I've got 6 poultry houses here. There's 135,000 birds on this operation. Every 2 months, we get about 135,000 birds on this operation. I built this farm. I built it, in fact, in about 10 days. I have been in the chicken business, growing live chickens for 27 years.
Moody married into this chicken growing industry.
I'm technically a first-generation farmer. But when I met my wife at A&M, at Texas A&M, her dad was in the poultry business, and he's kind of the one that kind of got me started in this. And so we built this farm. We started with 3 houses over here 27 years ago. About 9 months later, we built another house. They're 40 by 400 feet. And then about 5 years later, we built the last 2 houses at the end of the farm.
Moody says what people don't realize is he's in and out of these chicken houses 3 or 4 times a day. You don't just turn the lights on and close the hen house hoping the chickens stay healthy and thrive.
While we're going through the houses, we'll check to make sure all the automatic equipment is automatic. Make sure they have feed, water, ventilation. Those are the 3 biggest things in the poultry business, for the birds to really thrive and do well. We'll come back, we'll make any repairs that need to be made. We'll come back and check the houses about 3 to 4 times more a day. We'll walk through the houses again, pick up the chickens again in the afternoon, just to help. It makes it easier, plus we're in the houses, walking the houses quite a bit.
Moody says the only time he gets a break is for a week or 2 in between the delivery of the young birds. But there's work to be done in the downtime.
Clumpy litter, we'll take it out. We want to get the litter kind of like a coffee ground. When we go back down, we want it to be dry. We want we try to keep that environment as dry as we can. Just, moisture creates issues with disease, bacteria, things like that. So we try to keep these floors really, really dry.
Moody's priority is making sure the birds are healthy. And now with high-path avian flu on a rampage, he's even more vigilant. All visitors are required to wear personal protective equipment. Non-employees are not even allowed in the houses. His biosecurity measures on farm are top-notch, but he worries about what's happening in the area around him.
What really concerns me more than anything is you have a lot of yard birds, and we get people in the country that have turkeys and chickens and guineas and ducks, and that, those are the things that concern me more than anything else, because when I drive my truck past that and I pick up a piece of manure from a bird and then I drive onto this farm, we could get, high-path avian influenza really easy.
While poultry is his passion, Moody also has cattle, and the chicken manure is put to good use in these pastures. He also has a tulip farm on this operation, but he knows the chickens are his bread and butter, and he's proud to contribute to America's dinner table.
I do it because there are only 800 contract poultry growers roughly in the state of Texas, and I'm one of 800. And I'm one of a few people of a very small percentage of the population that feeds Americans. And anytime you go to Chick-fil-A or Popeyes or the grocery store and you eat some chicken, that's something that I can say that I'm proud that I have produced, that I had a hand in producing some of that chicken.
I'm Tammy Arender for Texas Agriculture Matters.
Hey neighbor, today it's my pleasure to have J.C. Essler joining me. He's Executive Vice President of the Texas Poultry Federation. J.C., thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Now, let's start out by just telling us a little bit about yourself, your background, and why you're in the poultry business.
Well, I started at an extremely early age. I worked on a egg farm until high school, and then after that, I figured poultry was a really good opportunity and went to Texas A&M and got a degree in poultry science. And from there, I went into a processing plant and worked there for a short time period and wound up getting into poultry disease and poultry regulations with the Texas A&M Veterinary Medical Diagnostic Lab. I worked there for quite a few years, about 17 years. I was the National Poultry Improvement Coordinator for the state of Texas. And an opportunity in 2019 opened up as the Executive Vice President of the Texas Poultry Federation. And I came over here and have been there since 19.
Wow, you've kind of come from the bottom all the way to the top and then back again.
Yeah, I have.
You've been through the whole system. So tell us a bit about the Texas Poultry Federation and what does it do, what's its goals for the members, et cetera.
We're the sole association for poultry in the state of Texas.
Okay.
And we are, the spokesman for the industry. We speak on both behalf of chickens and eggs. We used to have turkeys, but unfortunately turkeys have left out of the state.
Really? Wow.
So for the most part. And we do also represent quail pheasant operations under our National Poultry Improvement Plan aspects.
Wow, that's a wide range. So tell us a little bit about what kind of poultry products come out of Texas. What people think of fried chicken, it tastes like chicken, but it's just not fried chicken, is it? What else is poultry industry produce for us?
We produce a wide range of products. From our chicken operations, we rank 5th in the United States in broiler production. And we raise about 723 million chickens a year.
Wow.
Which produces about 4.9 billion pounds of chicken. That chicken is either going to be a raw product of a whole bird or a cut up product. But we also then take that to a further processing aspect and make chicken nuggets or chicken strips or whatever. And our kids can enjoy that. But not only are we just chicken, we're also egg. And from that egg aspects, we rank 5th in eggs too in the nation. We produce about 6.62 billion eggs a year. Most of us don't think of a single egg, so we think of them in dozens, which is about 557 million dozen of eggs every year.
How many, say that again?
557 million dozen is what we produce.
557 million dozens. So times that times 12.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And and most of our eggs in the state are shell whole eggs that we purchase at the store. However, we do produce a product that is for bakeries and that aspects.
And somebody has to have specific operations like raising the hens that lay the eggs. Specific, that's kind of specific, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you also mentioned game fowl operations. That's nothing to sneeze at, is it? Quail, pheasant, chuckers, that kind of stuff.
No, sir. We have quite a few of our quail and pheasant operations, and they either raise their own birds for breeders, and those birds will produce the eggs that then they'll raise, which hatch out to be baby chicks, and then those chicks will be raised for usually hunting operation release. Same way with our poultry operations. We're not just raising birds that we produce meat with or eggs with. We also have operations in the state that are breeders. They raise their birds. Those birds produce an egg that then become another bird to produce another egg. Sure. So it is a big operation, and that just kind of grows.
Yeah. Hey, folks, we're going to have to take a break, but I promise we're going to be right back with J.C. Essler right here on Texas Agriculture Matters. Well, folks, welcome back to Texas Agriculture Matters. I'm your host, Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller. Now, let's continue talking chickens with J.C. Essler. Now, you were talking before the break about raising chicks. Now, there's one other segment, and I just know this because my daughter-in-law just mail-ordered chicks for her little backyard poultry operation. Let's don't forget about that. There are people out there that just raise chicks for the public, and that's where a lot of people, order their chickens, right?
Yes.
Or other birds.
Yes, Commissioner, that's correct. We do, and in the state of Texas, we have the leading mail order hatchery in the state. They produce poultry that then go into incubators and hatchers and come out, and then they take those and sex and sort those chicks and send them out. And they send them through the mail. That's why we classify them as mail order hatcheries. But they'll also send their birds into Tractor Supply and the general feed stores and so on. And the general population can purchase their chicks from there.
Sure. So what are some of the challenges facing the poultry industry in our state?
Oh, I think like all ag commodities, we're faced with labor issues, environmental issues. But one of our biggest one that we've had going on since 2022 is high-path avian influenza. Yeah.
So what are the key market opportunities for our state? We have the Go Texas marketing, program, and a lot of these people you just mentioned participate in that. What are the opportunities both domestically and internationally for poultry?
Domestically, we have, like I said, we produce quite a bit of poultry products, as I've already stated, and our egg products, and that is all going into our retail markets, which is our grocery stores and restaurants, and great opportunities there, not just for Texans, but Americans. And then we get into our international product, and we do quite a bit of international trade. We export over $3.8 billion in trade each year. And just a quick little tidbit of information, the Port of Laredo is the second largest poultry port in the nation.
Right. It's also the largest port in the nation, period. Larger than the Port of Los Angeles, about $30 billion a month. So we got to wrap this up. So tell us why you think Texas agriculture matters.
Texas ag matters, and I'll put it back to poultry, but we're producing a clean, good, healthy source of protein for our Texans, Americans, and even the internationally.
JC, thanks for being with us today and educating us on Texas poultry. Hey, folks, let's go take a look at another one of our great Go Texan partners. For over 20 years, the Texas Department of Agriculture's Go Texan program has helped promote products made right here in the Lone Star State. From boots to salsa, Go Texan members make the best stuff on earth. Now, friends, let's take a look at one of these fine Texas businesses and why they are Go Texan proud.
Go Texan every day.
Precious Memories Florist and Gift Shop is a full-service florist in Temple, Texas. We serve throughout the Central Texas area, delivering all the way to Killeen, Troy, Harker Heights, this area. And we do everything from cradle to grave. We take care of babies when they're born or just found out, and then all the way with our most precious gifts of working with families to give their last gifts in sympathy. And then everything in between, every holiday and everything that's fun. We are a big part of the community, so the store is very involved in our nonprofit world, and so we use our resources to help them make more money for their organization. So I'm a hometown girl and very proud of that. I wanted something that my kiddos could be involved in, and I wanted something that I was laughingly say this, that I was going to have control over my schedule, which you don't, but that's just the way life goes. But I wanted something that my children could be involved in, as well as something that I could use to give back. My parents were very much in favor of supporting our churches and our community, and we know that the success of our children relies on their involvement in the community and its growth. Well, we work with Vickery as well as with Clepac, both from the Texas growers. We've been to their greenhouses, and we love doing that because oftentimes their plants are going to withstand a lot better than, say, something that comes out of Florida or something where they're used to a different climate. But I've been a part of Go Texan and of course, with the agricultural license and part of Texas State Florist Association since I bought the store. And so I love watching the channel. I love watching what's going on at the state fair and all the different things that you see the Go Texan logo on. I decided to become a Go Texan member because it just made so much sense. It comes along at the same time I'm renewing my agricultural license. I love getting the publications and all of the information that comes to us. We are fortunate to work with our hospital to bring in new doctors into our community, and they come from all over the world. We do a welcome basket that Go Texan has always been so good about giving me the bluebonnet seeds, and they give me extra things at Texas State Florist Convention because we deliver those things to the hotel rooms, and it's just a warm and fuzzy feeling about Texas, and they love it. They take their bluebonnet seeds back or whatever little items that we have. So to be a Go Texan member was just, I'm a very proud Texan. So anything I can put the Texas logo on, I'm proud to do. We have the most beautiful silk bluebonnets that we incorporate into casket pieces, sympathy work, home pieces, wreaths. So we're not afraid of mixing some of our Texas items in with our fresh if we need to. And so our growers we try to look for those Texas growers when we can. There's far more to Precious Memories than just the floral aspect. We just are very excited as far as our customer service aspect. We love our website. We love learning about how to get to our customers more easily. And they love the fact that we are a Texas-based business and that we use as many Texas products. We have them on our website to do Texas baskets, and that can include everything from Tyler candles to Fredericksburg Farms to our locally made salsas and our locally made soft peanut brittle. So we have a lot of Texas items that people love.
You're Texan every day.
Well, neighbors, thank you for joining us for another episode of Texas Agriculture Matters. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about the poultry industry and its impact on our great state. From backyard coops to expansive operations, Texas farmers raise an array of poultry, ensuring a bounty of flavors and nutritional values for communities all across the state. Poultry farming remains a pillar of our economy and a source of great pride for generations of Texans. As always, I'd like to close by saying thanks to every Texas farmer and rancher who works from sunrise to sunset to help keep our rural heritage alive. Now finally, here's today's cowboy logic. You know, raising cattle will build character, but working cattle will build your vocabulary. Thank you and God bless. Remember, friends, Texas agriculture matters.
From the salty Gulf Coast to the rolling high plains, to the piney woods in the east, all across our dear Texas, folks need good food to eat. Our farmers and ranchers are heroes. They've always made Texas great. Texas agriculture matters. It's the heart of the Lone Star State.